that's good. But this year, and going back a few years, it seems like nobody does drama quite like the Mets. This past week alone, they've had Javi Baez and Frank Lindor thumbs downing the fans. Early Tuesday morning, acting GM Zach Scott was arrested on DWI charges after he was found asleep at the wheel on his way home from a team fundraiser at the house of the owner, Steve Cohen. Zach Scott has since been placed on administrative leave. And this goes back to last fall when Cohen purchased the team from the Wilpon family. And it just seems like they can't get out of their own way. Now, certainly they're in a way, way different market than Kansas City is. And so maybe there are certain things that Royals fans aren't subjected to, can't relate to, or don't have to worry about. And probably all those things are true. But it just seems like the Mets and who they hire, consider, fire, and everything in between has just been an abject failure. Jared Porter was fired in January after only a month as the GM when news of past sexual harassment was found. A month later, remember this guy? Or hearing about this guy, Marco? Mickey Callaway, the Angels pitching coach. He was also, fired, suspended, or both for lewd behavior that spanned his time as the Mets manager. Remember Mickey Callaway? Either couldn't keep it in his pants, couldn't stop taking pictures of it, or some kind of combination thereof, allegedly.
You know what? That name's very fitting for the crime. Because I was about to say, that sounds like someone from like the 1950s who was running some sketch gambling with boxing
some shady back alley deal, Mickey Callaway.
Yeah, something like that. But I haven't heard that name in a minute, though. Now that you bring it up.
Yeah, he has totally disappeared. Maybe that's for the best. And then there's the Lindor 10-year, $341 million extension, which he is, and I'm not privy to all of his stats and analytics, but I think 10 years and $341 million and not really seeing his name in the headlines besides thumbs downing the fans would equal underperformance for me, but whatever. And then Cohen's turned to Twitter criticizing the position players for poor hitting. And here's the one thing about the Mets that I empathize with, or I feel bad for them and that's Jacob deGrom and Noah Syndergaard's health. Two really fun guys to watch pitch, but I guess further, bolstering the old school peeps that would say, you try to throw 1,000,000 miles an hour with every pitch, and what do you think is going to end up happening? But that's for another debate for another day. And then don't forget about the Kumar Rocker pick at number 12, 15?
Yeah.
Royals passed on him at 7, and the Mets picked Kumar Rocker and didn't end up signing the guy after he slid
10th overall.
10th, okay. It didn't slide that much further before the Mets were like, okay, we need to move here. Well, that didn't work out. And, the icing on the cake was Javi Baez and others. I say Lindor because I just have seen him on the highlights, giving the thumbs down, that ill-fated, short-lived gesture to the fans after they'd been booed. And they just seemingly have kind of gone quietly into the night into the National League East. And I don't know. I guess I would characterize this as things could always be worse. Royals fans, you could be the Mets, but that's not just the underperformance or failures on the field. It's been an embarrassing string of occurrences off the field that have made the Mets not only maybe a laughing stock, but My God, I kind of feel sorry for him.
Well, if anything.